So we
Turn
got
8.
3 turns left to take 2 cards, essentially.
Yep.
The key thing, I think, is going to be getting on these cards. Like, we don't want to get on these.
That one's a...
We don't want to get on these cards because they could spawn here. We want it and we don't want anything spawning on the cards. I don't mind sitting here taking fire, kind of. Although I was thinking,
that's a 0, man.
I know, I hear you.
It's nice that all around it is a 0.
Yeah. I was thinking that.
And to your point earlier,
yeah,
we may want to get up on this hill because that's just a shoot all the way down there.
Yeah.
But I almost feel like get here and figure out if there's anything there before we go triggering this guy.
Well, keep in mind, we can fire all the way there from the jungle, too.
True. That's true.
I was thinking, it's funny, I was thinking about this, and I remember when we moved that guy last turn, I was thinking to myself, this is kind of gamey, right? We're playing to just flip this marker to heavily engaged, and we paid for that.
Well, we got lucky because we barely paid for it.
I know. I was thinking, though, that we should probably try to conserve the XO because it would be good to get him up a level.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to lose him. All right, so let's get our tank. Ooh. Okay, go for it.
Maybe.
What? Now I got to look before I
turn
drop.
8, we need a 10.
Tank support. Well, the FAC wouldn't suck either.
Yep.
Oh, look at this. Jesus. We don't want that. All right, well, let's see what we get. Come on, be a 10. I want a tank. 2.
2?
It's almost as far as...
Trouble. Doesn't activate anybody.
Oh, Lord.
And we got to spend our first 2 commands. Well, we got plenty.
He's got quite a lot. So
nobody's activated.
So he gets 1. Here, he gets he gets plus... Probably gets plus...
He still gets +2, right?
No, because he's pinned.
Oh, he's pinned, yeah. And he's under all pinned cover now.
All pinned fire. He's undercover.
Yeah,
he's
so
pinned.
Pinned, veteran, undercover, +1.
2.
So he's up to 8.
Yeah, but he spends those first 2 to just establish comms, right?
So he's back to 6. He's got 4 left.
Do we get XP for reestablishing comms though?
We get 1 XP for that.
Yep. So how many's he got left?
4. He needs to unpin himself, right?
Yeah, well, before he does that, can he order to be able to act as a forward observer?
I don't think he can do anything. He's a pinned unit, just like every other pinned unit. He doesn't have any.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I
think he's stuck doing what he's.
I agree. Well, I mean, we can look on the command table, right? Command and control actions. Where's?
It says there are no additional restrictions on command and control besides those listed in the action menu. So
actually,
he can do whatever he's allowed to do in the command and control.
Well, it's actually a combat action to call for fire.
He is very limited in combat actions. Yeah, the only thing he can do is none.
So he should probably try to unpin himself. I mean, he gets 3 draws, right?
Yeah, and he can exhort if he needs to.
All right, so 1, he got it.
Oh, good 2, Lord. That was easy.
3. Now he should attempt to call in. So here's my question, actually. This is the artillery, right? I was wondering if he should. I was wondering if he should call in but he can't talk to the artillery FO. Can he tell the mortar FO to talk to the artillery FO? They're in the same bunker. Put him on the line.
I think so.
No, I know he can't. I just.
I think so.
Put him on the line. God damn it. So I guess he should probably just do it, and he gets +1 because of that target thing. But he's only going to draw 1.
Should he have this guy grenade first? If we hit him with a grenade, it's a -4, and that's more likely.
Well, the other thing he could do, which might make some sense, is actually he could platoon move himself, and that and the first platoon to the mangrove swamp. That way they're not under fire anymore.
We could also then cease fire and start firing here and
Yeah.
end up with a crossfire. Honestly, he could come down here with a platoon move.
Yep.
Now, one question I have is, do we just want to push him up here?
That's maybe not a terrible idea.
Do we plan to put somebody over here now that he's paralyzed? I think we did, even though that's a...
Yeah, I think we were thinking about that because we'll be heavily engaged. So, well, so the other thing he could do actually, which might
Will we be? Yeah, we will be.
The other thing that we could do actually that makes more sense is we could push the veteran. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. We could move ourselves here. Yes, exactly. And then push the assault team onto this card. That would stop.
I like that.
That would stop the firing.
I kind of like that. We don't then have to put somebody here.
Why not? Well, we want to put somebody there to capture, don't we? That we were thinking about doing it just for the captures.
Yeah, the question is, do we want to trigger the potential contact? But
that seems really dicey. If it triggers, it's going to be all over this card.
That's my concern.
I think we can probably do this later and hope he doesn't unparalyze.
We can also move some of these guys off a little bit.
Yeah, with the XO. I mean, the XO is only going to have one command, right?
The other thing is if this guy would turn into a casualty or just leave, we capture him without having to go there.
True. So we spent one to rally, right? We're going to spend one to infiltrate him there, right?
Yep. And he is a veteran.
He's a veteran. So 1, 2, good.
So he did it.
That works. Then we're going to
actually try to infiltrate down here, right?
We're going to infiltrate down there. 1, 2, we did.
Then we're going to tell this guy to infiltrate here.
Yes, exactly. This is like serious.
But he just gets 2.
Again, this is like serious Audie Murphy stuff. We got it.
Oh my goodness. So now,
and then if we get a command, he should grenade.
That's automatic.
That's all pinned.
That's gone.
This guy's gonna unpin.
Oh, actually, hold on. We're still firing on that one.
True.
So is this guy, by the way.
Well, there's crossfire now.
I mean, it's going to be basically small arms fire, but both of these guys, because he moved up here and he immediately opened fire there, right?
Does he have he's got, how many commands has he got left?
Well, yeah, because he
could just fire off a pyrotechnic and cease fire. Call for a ceasefire.
So 2, he may not have any left, David.
So wait, how many did we have?
2 initially. He gets to fire off 6, right? That's the max.
Okay, so 2, rally.
3, 4,
5. He's got 1 left.
So 2 and then 3 to unpin, 4 to go up there, 5 to come down here, 6 to tell him to move.
Fuck.
That was our last one.
I'm gonna argue. Well, here's the thing: is if we don't push that, well, we already pulled. We already pulled for him, so we have to keep that. Okay.
I mean, we can always use the.
Actually, hang on. The XO can fire off a ceasefire.
Oh, he's got one. Yeah. That's what we should do.
That's what we'll do. Okay, so he spent all 6, so he's down to 0.
No, he got 2. He's down to 2.
Oh, right.
He had 6.
He can only
got 2.
He can only spend 6. Got it.
That's his max,
Thank
correct?
you. Okay, cool. All right, so then the XO only gets 1, right? Does he get +1 because he's in cover? Oh, but he would get -1 because he's green.
No, he just gets 1.
They just get 1.
Yeah,
he just gets 1. So he's got 2, right?
So he should definitely fire off the.
So the first thing is to fire off the green star.
Yes.
And so
Which these guys will keep firing, but it'll stop both of these guys.
This fire will stop. And then is there anything else he wants?
That crossfire disappears. We're at automatic.
Automatic, yep. And then maybe the XO should push that platoon up there so it can
actually this stopped too, right?
Oh yeah, correct. That stopped too. Do you think he should do that?
He's exposed if he does that.
Yeah.
And nobody here, no fire here. We're just basically letting this guy just going to see what happens.
Well, we got automatic fire there and a crossfire. But yeah, there's a we're just going to let that ride for a turn. We had to deal with a communications issue. Communications problems.
For a tank.
Yeah, like you owe us send a tank. I said send a tank. Okay, well at least we got 3 of these to go. We got 30 turns to get a tank, all told. Because we still got the second platoon and third platoon to do. Okay.
General initiative?
Yeah, general.
Nothing.
Rough turn.
Good thing we didn't count on that.
I'm glad we pushed this guy, by the way, because we're gonna run a little short here, I think.
Ooh.
Because it would have been nice to look for cover there.
Yeah.
All righty. And we are not going to be heavily engaged. No, we are heavily engaged.
We are. We're on this.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot. I was thinking we didn't move a guy here. I'm just.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're heavily engaged.
2 VOFs and.
All right. Should we see whether their HQ needs something?
We should.
It does.
Oh boy.
5.
Rally. Attempt to rally all pinned units on the map and upgrade all unpinned lats.
So basically,
they don't have any unpinned. That's pinned and that's pinned. So that's all they got.
So he draws 2 and he draws 1, right?
Correct. The 2 first?
Yep. Nope.
All right. Well, those are their actions.
And that's their activity. So we don't even have to do the enemy activity check.
We don't even have to check their activity. Yep.
Excellent.
So capture is none.
Yep. Retreat is none.
This guy is no longer pinned.
Right. When does that happen? That happens.
It happens after
PC.
Well, we got to do the PC first.
Yeah, because
that may change.
He could come under fire, hypothetically.
He could totally come.
Unlikely.
He could have a unit on his card very soon.
True, actually true. So now
we got 2 of them to go. A B and a B.
2 Bs.
So now we got to randomly draw to figure out which B.
Correct. So we're gonna draw that.
This one first.
The leader card, the leader B card, and B heavily engaged. We're drawing 2. Nothing.
All right. There's 1.
That's the one I think I would prefer not to trigger, if I had to. So the other one is going to trigger.
The other one's triggering. So that's a B.
7.
7 on a B is maneuver. Actually, that's another visible squad.
Out of cover, marked exposed at max LOS. Yep. And he's not even firing
at us. So now choose where? Which direction?
Yeah, because if he goes off here to the right, we might have to place more map. Okay, I'm drawing a 10.
1 to 10.
3.
Right front. So off this way.
It was triggered here, so it would be here, right?
It triggered. Oh yeah, here. So it's up there. Yes.
Yep.
That's where he is.
Now we technically should draw for this in case it's a hill, right?
We should, yeah.
All right, it's not.
All right.
You just stick it like this.
Yeah. So he is sitting here, exposed.
Yep. And we are gonna be firing small arms fire, right? We can reach him.
We can.
Cool. Kinda.
Well, that feels like it could have been worse.
Yeah, feels like it could have been much worse. For one thing, if this guy pushes forward, we'll get out of his line of sight.
Yep.
Okay. That's it, right? That's all the PCs.
That's it.
All right. And
Wow.
right now we have 5 out of 6 cleared.
So this is now unpinned.
Now he's unpinned. So he should
And
be
now we're going to
firing it.
fire.
He should be no, he's not firing at anything because this has one.
He can't see that. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So that is that card and this card. No, we got 3 cards with. All right, sorry. So
This one is even,
0.
right?
Yep, that's just a 0. So much easier without the moon. Pinned. All right, that's good. He may fall back or something.
Oops. Okay. Then here.
So he is.
Which he is -1, +1. He's +3. We're +5, right?
Yep. He's +3. We're +5. Miss. We're pinned.
No way.
I'm serious.
Oh, yeah. Of course we are. So he's small arms and he's now all pinned.
All right.
Great.
This
then here
is gone.
Which that's gone, yeah. So that is
plus 4. +4. Miss. So he's unpinned now.
He's no longer pinned. Which could be good. Volume of fire, not pinned. He fall.
Yeah, we can still see him.
He's
there,
gonna run away.
Oh no, he would go somewhere out of line of sight, right? So he would probably go
Correct.
Here.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, that's not out of line of sight. Up here would be.
Oh yeah.
That card you can see
here,
right through that card.
Up here wouldn't be because this guy can still see. He has nowhere to go that's out of line of sight. Because this guy can see to there.
Yeah. Interesting.
All right, we got to take the
actually down here.
Oh yeah, that is out of line of sight. Yep. So 1 weapons and 2 weapons should lose ammo, right?
They're down to 1.
Yeah, that's okay. They're not really doing a ton that's useful anyway.
It's done nothing.
Yeah,
well, I say nothing.
They've
got a bunch of paralyzed people.
Partly. No, that was all the artillery. Let's not.
You know what? We don't know what hit them.
True. Okay, fair enough. I think that's it, though. I mean, I don't think there's anything else to do. So there's no.
I don't think so either.
Cleanup.
Wow. Quick turn.
Turn 9.
All right.
HQ event. No HQ event. I'm kind of glad now. Because I don't want to get a tank with no time to use it. Need a tank on turn 1.
Exactly. So we're sitting here. We are not undercover anymore. So just +1, right?
Yep. 6.
Wow.
He's been a monster.
Right.
He's been an absolute monster.
So he's got 8. He can get up. He can spend 6.
So, okay, what do we want to do? I mean, we could be complete jerks and drop artillery on this in the hopes that we get 1 general initiative and can move him off. Right?
I think we should, just to be honest. I think we should.
But if we do that, I'm a little concerned. I'd like to kind of set it up so that he isn't going to just start firing here when we move off. Or would he follow this guy? Will he follow this guy when he moves off?
If we successfully get incoming, he won't do anything.
But he will for a period of time, right? Because
as long as we get the artillery there.
Yeah. So the question is whether or not we should make a phone call to the mortar FO and ask him to come here and ask the mortar FO to target this. Because the thing is, I guess we'll get 3 draws because of this, right? We get 1 because it's us,
2,
1 because it's
right?
1 because we're a veteran.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And 1 for the target marker. So we get 3 draws for artillery, and so does the mortar observer. So I think we should take a shot at calling in artillery ourselves first.
I'm good with that. Yep.
So let's spend the 1 and call in artillery.
Do we exhort?
Uh,
No, it's always so hard. It's only one draw, a whole command for one draw.
yeah.
I feel like we'd be better off asking the mortar to come up
and then have him draw 3.
and then have him drop.
Yeah, I think so too. So spend 2 to do that, and we'll get 3 draws.
If he's exposed, we're going to ask him. That's
Wouldn't have worked.
Yep.
All
There
right,
he is.
There we go. Oh,
Woo!
Yeah, but
that's the mortar. That's the last, by the way, of the mortar draws.
Okay. But he can actually call the artillery, just it's less effective, right?
He can, and the mortar has white phosphorus too.
Okay. All right, so at least we know he's even after we move this guy out, the firing will cease on that card. I just want to point out
that
we're calling in artillery for 1 fire team.
That guy's screwed though.
Possibly. He's got +3 cover.
True.
Okie doke. So now we spent
Now
4.
that's 3 for him.
3.
Do you think
correct.
he should he consider he could platoon move up
and then send this guy up
and then send that guy up here, and then we could in general initiative get that guy up there and be in a position of just
so that would cost 3 more, so that would be everything.
That'd be it.
I love it though. I think that's exactly what we should do.
All right, so when they platoon move, they're exposed.
And he's going to platoon
He cannot go undercover. Now, this guy could go undercover.
We might as well, or should we? Because no, then it'll take extra to move him. I mean, we're counting on there being no like.
They're both exposed.
Yep. And these guys are both.
We will not be heavily engaged if we move off that card.
Yeah, we got 1 PC
left. We could move onto this card with the XO potentially.
True.
Don't really have great units to do that with.
Yeah, we can send the weapons team will turn into a fire team once it runs out of ammo, so we could send it.
Actually, it doesn't turn into a fire team. He has just
small arms.
Small arms.
Right. It's out of ammo. Okay. So that's it. That's all 6.
I mean, you could send him anyway, but
yeah, that's all 6.
He's paralyzed.
Yeah, they're not doing anything.
It's the potential contact. You trigger one here, but you make this one less risky.
Yeah, the question is going to be whether we can get somebody onto that card, though. We still have to get a general initiative to get somebody onto that card.
We need 1 general initiative.
By the way, one thing we have forgot. We have this skill +1 draw thing here. We got to remember to use it. Like that, we should have probably spent that on the artillery rather than exhorting. I mean, it wouldn't have worked, but we should have thought of that.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
so that's it. So we used them all for him. Right. So that was
XO is just getting what he's getting because he's undercover, but he's green. So the XO gets 4. That's a good number.
Yeah, that's a great number. He's got 6. He can spend them all.
Oh, man.
Should he have this guy grenade that?
Yeah, let's do that because moving in there just to capture those 2 guys, I'd rather see if we can turn them into casualties, and let's do that. Let's grenade this guy.
Okay, so we get 2 draws.
2 draws. Okay. No luck.
Nope.
Grenade miss. And take 1 from the mortar.
Yep.
So that's 1. What else should he do? I mean, he could sort of order everybody up here just so that they're like together and he can command them all. He can tell these guys to do stuff next turn. Like, I wonder if what he should do is he should send the... let's not send them all. Sorry, let's not send them all. He sends the mortar. He goes under the bunker. And he sends the artillery FO, and then he can follow next turn.
I like that. So he basically spent a total of 4.
Yeah, spent a total of 4. But then he can get up here and control guys next turn, as can the first platoon can also if he needs.
The only other question I would have, and this guy's just a little, should we have, before we had the artillery guy go here, should we have spent 1 more and tried to bring artillery? Here.
You know what? With that grenade miss, we should spend 1 more and have the artillery guy try to fire here before he moves.
That means he spent 5 total, right?
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
And we should call in 3. Actually, we
get 4.
A target
right?
marker there, so
4.
4 draws for that.
1, 2, 3, 4. So we got it.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea because that gives us a chance to either casualty him or, but it. See, because if we can just turn them both into casualties.
So we drew it from here, and then we sent the
correct. Yeah,
FO up there.
Yeah, we drew it when he went into the bunker, and then we sent him, said, call in artillery, and then go to the mangrove swamp. Okay, I think that's it. General. We could really use at least 1, 2 would be awesome. Drum roll, please. We got 1. So we pull this guy out, right?
I think we pull him out instead of sending that guy up.
And we should move him to where the first platoon is. Oh, he'll unpin automatically.
Should we not just move him up here, maybe?
Can he move up there? He's not. I guess he can because he's not under. It's friendly controlled and not under fire yet.
Exactly, and then he's going to unpin, and he can just go up here.
Yeah, well, he's going to take fire from up here, though. Keep in mind, if that guy doesn't run away. Right, this guy's gonna. Actually, this guy should have opened fire by now, shouldn't he?
No, they don't open fire in a maneuver until.
Wait, where did that
after
go?
Oh. It's a maneuver, and so they do not place a VOF.
But he wouldn't have done it at the end of the turn. Sorry, he was under.
Yeah, he does it at the end of the turn, but the pinned is they do it in the cleanup phase, but the pinned recovery is before then.
Hang on. My point is last turn during cleanup, shouldn't he have opened fire? All pinned to here.
He was just play. Oh. Yes, he should have.
Yeah.
He was placed last turn. Yes, he should have.
Yes, he should have. So we can't move into that card because technically that card is under.
No, correct. So we should be moving here.
And
right.
That means we should have infiltrated this guy as opposed to just moving him.
Do we want to try to do that?
We should, I think, because we would have done that if it had been under a volume of fire.
I agree.
So we'll just... He gets it. And it matters, right? Because he's under fire there. Now he's...
Yep. Yeah, he's under... He's definitely under fire.
This is all pinned. Okay.
So he's going to move here where the first...
Yeah, he'll unpin automatically, but he's going to move there. Yeah. All right. That's that. So
do they get an HQ event?
So the key thing next turn is going to be not to trigger any of these PCs because we just don't want anybody to spawn onto cards. We can do this. We can move into there if we can get enough commands, and we should be able to.
We have to move into there in order to win the...
I know. We should be able to get enough commands unless something goes dreadfully wrong. And it could. Still.
I mean, we still face a risk of, if you go here, that they appear here.
True.
And...
True.
Unless you just kill them.
True. Hadn't thought about that. All right. They do not get an HQ event either.
Okay, so they have...
This guy needs to check for enemy activity, right?
Yeah. This guy does not. He's just paralyzed and in a bunker. He's just going to sit there.
And what about the leader? Does he check?
The leader does too.
does check for activity or no?
That's a good question. He's a fire team. I don't think he does. He just sits and does his thing.
Yeah, so the only thing we have to check is this guy who's pinned, not under cover. Pinned, under fire,
Yep.
not under cover. Or pinned, not under cover. So it's this.
Yep. 1 through 5.
Yep. He falls back. That was really kind.
Wow. So he's gone. He's gone away.
Yep. That was really kind of him. So this PDF goes away.
That goes away. Wow. We're still firing, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
it's fine. Don't care. All right. So now we.
Wow.
Yeah, that was nice. That was a good time for that. So capture and retreat. I don't think there's any of that.
Nope. Not
So
that I
then
see.
I think we flip this. We flip our fire missions is the next thing. So technically, for a period of time, their leader had a VOF here going to here. Actually, we're going to open fire.
Now that you say that, we couldn't have moved him here either.
Why not?
Well, hold on. Where would this guy? He would have followed him, right?
Yeah, but we know he's going to. But we have the artillery coming.
So we could have moved him there. He just would have followed him.
Yes. So he temporarily placed a PDF and a VOF here, but then it went away when we flipped the pending fire. But all of our guys, when this guy moved off, all of our cards would have opened up on that card, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I think they would have. All of these guys, well, it's only this card. Well, this card too. No, this guy, he's firing.
Yeah, this card actually, by the way, should be firing down here. Because
because he has nobody who can fire.
Oh, he doesn't have anybody who can fire. Oh, never mind. Thank you. All right, so it doesn't create a crossfire, but we still have we have better than all pin now. We have small arms. Or do we have? Wait.
We got small arms.
Small arms. Okay. All right. So we're checking. The 2 artillery cards is the only thing that we're checking, right?
That's it. Yeah.
So this guy is minus.
This pin goes away, right?
I think it's after the combat effects segment. No, it's It's after PC evaluation. Sorry. So it's right before that. Yep.
So it's now.
So it's right now. Yep. So this guy would be -2.
He's -2. Yep.
Pinned. Not ideal.
No, I would have preferred.
Well, he might fall back.
He might. And then
this guy is -2. -3. Because we got this cancels out the bunker. And we've got crossfire.
Crossfire and missed grenade.
Oh, sorry. The automatic weapons doesn't count. -2. Sorry. Hit.
It was a hit regardless.
He's a litter team.
Well, he was paralyzed, so that's no better.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, now. Oh, you know what? Hold on. He retreated.
Oh, shoot. You're right. He retreated.
Yeah. Unpinned, paralyzed team, volume of fire. He ran away.
Yep. Well, we wasted a piece of artillery, but we're not going back. That's fine. I'll take it all. I'll take it all. That's fine. You're right. He should have retreated. Okay. Now we just clean up, right? I don't think anything changes in terms of PDFs or VOF. We just clean up.
I don't think anything changes.
Yep.
Another ceasefire. Now we're out of ammo with our weapons teams.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
They just kept that bunker under wraps. All right. HQ event.
Hopefully not.
Well,
Oh God.
9. Almost a tank.
Air. No, 9. Turn 10.
You must.
HQ is screaming for action. We got to move a 1 unit to a new card this turn.
That's going to be
Excellent.
easy.
We want to.
That's going to be easy. That's going to be easy.
Yeah, we're going to move the first platoon up
Yep.
here, and he's going to tell somebody to go.
We're going to get an XP for doing something we were going to do anyway.
Yeah, bingo.
Great,
All right.
great idea, sir. Thank you.
Yes. So we got a +1, right?
Yeah, because he's not undercover, right? Yeah.
He is not undercover.
+1. 6.
So he can 8. So he can spend down to 2.
So, let me ask a question. If we move somebody here, is this guy more likely to just run away?
Yeah, I think so. Pinned on the same card. Got a 4. Yes, he is more likely to fall away. We should move the assault team because it's not going to cause a problem.
No. The worst it could do is we lose a step, right?
Right. So he should move there and try to infiltrate.
Actually, well, let me actually hold on for a second, because the other thing we could do, because we can't really do anything more than this anyway, is we could just dump artillery in there. Or I guess the mortar, because we can't talk to the artillery FD. But the EXO, let's let the EXO deal with that. I'm just wondering if we lob artillery in there, then we don't really have to worry about that guy.
True.
But I'm wondering if I'm wondering if we should get like the if we get the we call somebody to we try to get white phosphorus in here and eat 1 or 2 of those cards in case something turns up. Oh, but they can turn up all around us. So
They can be all around.
Yeah. So let's see. So the first platoon needs to move forward so we can order one of those guys forward, right?
Are you thinking we don't do anything here? We just wait and then let?
No, I think we should send the assault team forward. I think we should send the assault team in there. It's the lowest cost option.
He's going to try to infiltrate here.
Yeah. It'll cost us
right.
one action. He doesn't succeed.
Okay. He's exposed. But now we should cease fire.
Yes. So we'll call for cease. Well, actually, but we could also just platoon move here, which would have the same effect.
We don't want to leave that unoccupied.
Well, why don't we call the mortar and tell him to move forward? Call the mortar FO and tell him to move forward.
And I say that, I don't think any potential contact on these, like on this card, is going to cause it to land here.
Right.
So maybe not risky.
Well, but we don't want to leave it empty for his HQ event. Oh,
True.
but actually, yeah, because if it put a PC marker there, it wouldn't be cleared anymore.
Correct.
So I think we call the mortar guy forward and tell him to come here, and he can just go under that cover, right?
That's 2.
Then we'll spend 3-4 to platoon move up here. And then we'll send this line guy to the rice paddy. I mean, if we wanted to, we could break him into like an assault team and a fire team and send the assault team forward if we're worried.
I'd say we just do what we did.
Okay. So that leaves him with 1 left, right?
Good point. Do we want to look for cover?
Yes, I think that's a very good idea for the first platoon HQ, right?
Yep.
1.
He's got
2. He gets 3, right? Oh,
no,
sorry.
More. It's a 4.
He gets 5.
He gets 5.
Yeah, I forgot it's card based. He didn't find any cover.
All right, so that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it for him. So now the XO, who is undercover and green, so he gets what he draws. He gets 4.
So he can spend them. He's got 5 to spend. I'm gonna throw out. He throws a medevac zone.
Oh. Yeah, we might as well get that casualty out of here, right?
Then
Can he
does he move up?
Well, here's my question.
No,
Is there anything useful he can do by calling the first platoon? Like, can he call the first platoon and say, hey, why don't you find cover?
I think he can. I think he's allowed to give their subordinates, and they have radios.
So why don't he call him and tell him to seek cover?
Seems smart.
So he's drawing 5 again?
I think so, yeah.
1, 2, good Lord. 3, there we go. All right, so he found cover. Now, so that's he spent 1 for this, 1 for that. So he's got 3 left.
Got 4 left, right? Or is it? Let's see. Yeah, he's got 3 left.
3 left. Is there anything useful?
I don't know what else he can do that's useful.
There's no point in doing anything more on this card. I mean, well, he could move forward and we could try to grenade this guy.
We could. I don't think it'll help with the incoming.
No, the incoming is
The
going
grenade
away.
miss will hurt them both.
What? Yeah, the grenade
The
miss.
grenade miss would hurt them both.
Yeah, but we're not going to get a grenade miss.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah. I agree with you. I agree.
I mean, we could get a grenade miss. I'm just saying it's not. So yeah. So that's
3.
then 4. He'll tell him to put a grenade right there.
And he can exhort if we want to.
Well, let's remember we also have this +1. Oh no, the +1 skill draw is with the first platoon. Oh, but that can't. No, he can spend this because he's first platoon. Wait, is the 60 mil? He's first platoon?
Yeah, we attached him.
Okay, so he's gonna start by getting.
It says second, but it's first.
Okay, so he's gonna start by drawing 2, and then if we need to, we can spend another one.
Yep.
So we'll spend that skill. We still didn't get it. Then we should
Should we exhort?
We should probably exhort because I don't really want the miss.
I mean, it's our last thing.
Yeah, but there's nothing else to do, is there?
Exactly. It's our last one.
Yeah.
So I'd say we do it.
Oh well,
Oop.
Grenade miss. Sorry, buddy.
Ugh,
We tried.
a bummer.
We did our best. Made your situation worse. Sorry about that.
So general,
We probably should have used that +1 skill marker. Oh no, these guys aren't part of first platoon, we determined. General. 1.
1.
Seek cover.
That's what I'm thinking.
We could either move this guy into cover or this guy could seek cover. He doesn't have smoke, does he? He has.
Good question. Second?
No, because we actually gave his smoke to his assault team, and then he promptly dropped it when he became a casualty.
This guy has smoke.
You want to pop that there just in case?
Yeah,
I
I don't see how that could be stupid.
It's between seek cover here and here, but the worst thing is if it like the cards end up here. So I think we just let's pop smoke here. It just adds to the cover, right? It basically
Yeah.
gets rid of the exposed markers or counteracts the exposed markers. If I recall, smoke, yeah. All right. That's that.
All right.
So now we find out if they have
So
an
do
HQ
they get an
event.
HQ event?
No, I'm actually
They do
glad
not.
of that.
So we have this guy. That's it.
That's it, just that guy. So he's pinned on the same card, not undercover, right?
Correct. Pinned on the same card, not undercover.
4 or 5 would be
4 or 5, baby.
5.
He is falling back.
So he's not going to get out of that guy's. So he can't get out, wouldn't he? Yeah. Does he fall back and just disappear?
That's my understanding is when
Yeah.
there's no map extended, he just
Yeah, he just disappears, melts away.
goes away.
So
That's my understanding.
sadly now the grenade miss It's
Just
actually
hurts us.
creating a volume of fire there that wouldn't have been there otherwise.
Uh,
Oh well.
damn it. All right.
So, let's see. Capture segment, retreat segment. I don't think there's any of that.
We capture this guy
Oh, true. That's right.
because
He's
it's
alone
an
on a
empty card.
Yep.
No retreat, right?
No retreat. There's literally not an enemy unit on the map right now. So we're
Not a single one.
so wait a minute. We may be at no contact because
We have volume of fire. The only way you can go from contact back to no contact is, so this is interesting, right? You can have a scenario where neither no contact nor contact apply, but the clarification on from the designers is once you go to contact or below, the only way to go back to no contact is no VOF, no PDF, and no enemy units.
It doesn't
So
matter
we'll
anyway
stay at
because
contact.
we have a VOF on a card with one of our units regardless.
Exactly.
So
and we got one here. So we've got VOF.
yeah, it's just well.
What
I mean,
we don't have is we're not engaged because there's not two occupied cards under VOF. So we're just at contact.
Right, we're just at contact. So that's a little unfortunate.
Maybe. Well, it is unfortunate.
So fire mission update does happen. We take these off the board.
That goes away and this goes away. Doesn't do anything.
And then
No pinned recovery.
So
well, potential contact. We're basically that guy, right? A B.
That's could have been worse.
Yeah, it's still 5.
It's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, wow. Could have been much worse, apparently.
Could have been much worse.
We're
literally ending turn 10 with, I mean, we have one thing to resolve.
Was that an effective? We don't even have that to resolve.
Yes, we do, because we have the grenade miss.
Oh, yeah, on our own guy.
On our own guy, yeah. So we've got a 0 for our own guy. And that's it. That's all we have to resolve.
All right. A 0. Hit.
He's lying, right?
He's lying.
Paralyzed.
All right. Well, he was going to be green anyway.
Yeah. Yep.
In the world.
He's got to change state, right?
I can't. Yeah, I was trying to.
There you go. Paralyzed
Weird.
and pinned. Doesn't really matter. Well, yeah.
Yep. I think that's it.
I think so too.
We evacuate our casualty.
Yep.
Wow, that's
so we should calculate our VPs before we.
Yeah.
Actually, shouldn't we have 2 XP? Because we got an XP for moving a guy onto a new card this turn.
We did,
right?
Yes. Yep. So 1 per cleared card in column 2, so that's 6.
And then 5 for successfully completing.
And then 5 for successfully completing, and then let's go to the.
So that's 11, right?
Campaign. Do what?
That's 11 for those 2.
11, so 13 total right now, right?
Correct.
So there are no enemy casualties we didn't capture, right?
No, I do not believe so.
So we get 2 per step, which we got 3. So there's 6 more. This one platoon is going to get as many as we get on most of our other ones.
Yeah.
And then 2 per friendly casualty evacuated.
So 2 more.
So
we got 21.
Wow.
Way to go, first platoon.
That's a lot.
Well, I will say, I mean, I think we probably had a little bit of luck with the PCs, but the veteran platoon HQ was really useful.
Yeah, we were sitting.
He had tons of commands, and he was just running up and back and saying, "You do this, you do this, you do this, you do this." Like that was incredibly useful.
Yep.
So I got probably like 15, 20 minutes left. Should we go ahead and go through the process with first platoon here? real quickly? I'll pause
Yeah,
while we
we
get
probably
set.
should.
Well,
I
I'll
mean, my
pause while we
God.
get set up
You
for
know
it.
that
What? Here's the one.
here's what I'm trying to figure. So this replacements, how do you handle replacements here since it's only 1/3? At the end of the mission,
Oh,
right? The CR3,
wait, hang on. Where is it?
there's the remove 2 veteran steps.
Yeah.
But
So what's interesting is we haven't actually finished this mission yet, technically.
no, but if you look at
So what is this?
keep going, one more. Look at what it says there. CSR3 applies but maybe that's just at the end of the mission.
But the thing is
This is
that
I'm confused about how you do this.
wait, can you move your hand for a second? Your cursor.
Yep.
I don't understand how that bullet point. What does it mean? It applies even if no platoons carry out a patrol. How could no platoons carry out a patrol? Do you just not do it?
I have no earthly idea. I didn't know there was an option.
Yeah, that's my question. I don't understand that at all.
Odd wording.
Well, where does it say?
My ultimate question is we're going to do this stuff, but then do we basically, I wonder if we just apply experience. God, then we got to do replacements later and we don't carry experience forward. That feels messed up.
Yeah, see, that's the problem that I have is that we lose all those guys, but then we can't use experience to fix that.
So here's my question. Would you like me to check on Board Game Geek to get clarification of this before we?
I think you should.
So well, do we want to?
Yeah. What did you, so you figured out?
Well, what I basically learned is if you look over here at the process,
Yeah.
if the first things we do all the way down to here are basically reconstitute with existing lats, spend the experience points. And
Right.
so we're going to do that. And then we're going to spend our experience points on skills. We can use the replacements, but we can't actually upgrade them with experience points anyway. So we just do this company by company and then do all the replacements as well as losing the 2 veterans at the end of the 3rd patrol. We do it for everybody.
Okay. So basically,
Make sense?
Yeah, it does. So basically it's pretty similar to what we actually surmised last night.
Yep.
Pretty close. So basically, we've got 21 experience to spend sort of here.
Correct.
On
The first thing we're going to do is take this paralyzed unit and apply it to one of we only have one step, but it'll turn one of these guys green, right?
Right,
So,
exactly.
like that guy goes green.
Right, yeah. And he can be upgraded.
He cannot.
Cannot.
Oh, I take that back. He can.
Yeah, it's the
because
green.
He's a lat.
It's the green ones we're going
Yes.
to do later that can't be upgraded.
Correct.
Okay. So then,
As a matter of fact, maybe for purposes of that being really easy to remember, the smarter thing would be to do this.
yeah, I think that's
And
fair.
get rid of that lat team.
Yep.
And that was number 2, right? So he's a 3-stepper.
Yep.
So now we can spend 21 on a combination of upgrading. Well, the XO participated.
So the XO,
What's really weird is he effectively gets 3
chances. Yeah.
chances to move. That feels weird.
Yeah. I'm not above taking that. I think we should promote him to line, right? That's 1.
Oh, I think definitely. So that's just 1.
There's no point in
Right.
upgrading. We can't upgrade the first platoon HQ. There's no point in upgrading anybody here. Oh, sorry. So, right. There's no point in upgrading anybody in this first squad.
I don't think so. Yeah.
But I think
Now these guys would make sense to get
I think
to veteran line and turn them into a veteran.
how much does that cost? That's 7.
7, right?
Yep.
3 through the line to vet.
Yep. So let's do that.
Which
So that makes,
basically turns him into a vet.
I got it. Yeah. This guy's getting a green step we can't do anything about. So there's not much value in upgrading any, because LLG is still going to, even VVG would still be line, right?
Correct.
So we could spend to make these guys veterans. Or what about the mortar? We could make a veteran. That would increase his grenading capabilities, right?
Correct.
So the mortar or the weapon? I think the mortar is more valuable than the weapons teams. Don't you? Partly because the mortar can also go on additional patrols.
Yeah.
Whereas the weapons teams can't.
Yeah, they're done.
And then we could spend 10 on skills.
That's a lot of. Well, keep in mind, if we do that, we may end up with nothing but skills for the first. Can we spend that many skills? How many skills do we want the first to end up with?
Oh, good point. I was like, what are you talking about? Well, actually, that's not entirely true because some of the skills are tied up here, so you can't assign those.
Right. So I almost wonder if we do want to turn one weapons team even.
Yeah, I think we should do that because 7 on skills would equate to us. If we spend 7 on skills, that would equate to us spending 21 across the entire platoon.
Yeah, even that may be too much.
And so maybe we turn both of these guys into veterans. You're doing that just for form's sake.
Oops. Yeah. Nope. Sorry.
Let's spend 6. Let's spend 6 to do that, and then we can reobtain the auto infiltrate, the auto cover.
Oops. I feel like that would have been a nice one to have had.
Well, yeah. Well, why don't we grab? It would actually be that one would have been a much bigger. We should have stocked up on these because that's a value. Spending 2 on that, and then it basically counts as 2 general initiative. That's a value in patrols. And so for future patrols, we should remember that we should stock up on that. Because I don't think we got more than 2 generals ever. But anyway, we could buy these 3, and that seems reasonable, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
So we'll just stick these here.
I think we just plunk them down there. They're bought for and we're down to nothing.
Love it. Look at this squad, man. This first platoon is like.
Yep. So what I believe we need to do is, and I'm just going to pull these leaders out over here. But I think I'm going to save it real quick.
Or is that the end?
Just in case.
Are we heading into the second patrol now?
I believe so. I don't think we have anything else to do.
All right.